You already know what it is. It's Compton Menace. Make sure you subscribe to the channel Kev Mac Video.
Kev Mac video. You know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video. Open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby. Kev Mac video. You know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video. Open your soul, represent your ghetto. Hold up. For the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole. For the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf.
I had a lot of, lifting weights, and I was on swole. They start calling me Big Miz.
Kev Mac video. You know, this is for sure. Kev Mac video. Open your soul.
This is only the beginning.
Unity and sacrifice. That's the motto. So it's 95 Death Row, bro, but I'm bigger, better, and smart. You feel me?
And what about Black Owt? He part of the
Black Owt, yeah. Black Owt. See, we were just talking outside earlier about when I started rapping and influence and how do people think about it. Black Owt was one of those dudes that was like, man, you gonna really do this shit, man? He said, shit, I'm finna start writing too. You get me? And he here with me till this day, grinding. He got his videos out. He got his company, Baby's Gotta Eat, his clothing line. Like, shout out to Black Owt.
So what is the you say the Money Hogs is the label?
Yeah,
so what is y'all currently working on? Is it like a group project or?
No, we ain't started working on a group project for say yet, but all of us we all record. We together. So if we wanted to do that, we can. But we really just focus on getting the ship going, getting the ship running. You feel me? As individuals, we're gonna put everything in each individual, and whatever it casts, that's what we're gonna run with. You hear me?
And so you pretty much like the biggest name that's behind it.
Yeah, right now I probably got the biggest name, but it's a couple dudes that's crazy, bro. That got a bright future. That's coming up from the Money Hog group. I mean, a couple of them on the projects. KO, Dubs, they go two of them right here. Just check it out. They own that motherfucker. You gonna see what time it is, bro.
Cool.
Shout out to Jeray Music too. That's another dude that's real. Yeah, grinding. Make a beat in 5 minutes. Put a hook on it in 2 minutes. Do a verse in 3 minutes. A beat. Shout out to Jeray.
He done been up here. They might be up here tomorrow.
Yeah. So
do you ever get like discouraged? Things ain't going your way. As far as with your projects. As far as how fast you trying to get them out.
Yeah.
Will it ever discourage you?
I mean, yeah, but it's like the position I'm in. I can't cry over spilled milk or nothing. You get me? I can't be sitting here sad and discouraged around people that I'm giving that energy to. You feel me? So I really just gotta suck that shit up and just get through it. You feel me? And just keep on going. And that's really how I get through it, because it ain't just on me. It's like, if you ain't got no food in the house but your kids hungry, what you gonna do? Sit there and say you hungry too, or you gonna go get some food? You feel me? Yeah. That's really how I feel about it. It should be hard though. It should be hard, but that's what we gotta do.
So a lot of people told me you used to ball, like play basketball. And some people say you used to be up at Linwood Park balling. So like being from Compton, and then Watts is not too far from Compton. Linwood is kind of like in the middle. A lot of people kind of leave Linwood out. You have any experiences or dealings with Linwood?
I mean, yeah, especially hooping. If you know where to go hoop at if you're hooping. So Linwood, Compton, Long Beach, Santa Monica, shit like that. Watts, that's where the hoopers was hooping at. So yeah, you get me. So that's where you gonna go if you want to go get some shit. And that was a part of me traveling out too and venturing and meeting new motherfuckers too because of sports. You know? So that was a good thing. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody asked this question, man, but why Menace?
I don't know. It was fucked up. It was fucked up.
That's what's most interesting about you is the name choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was kind of given to me. You feel me? That was kind of given to me.
So what's the story on that?
Like I said, even coming into the Black Wall Street, it was because of the shit I was doing in the streets. You feel me? I know how to fight. I was doing a lot of shit. You feel me? So that's where my name came from. Now I'm gonna tell you this too. When I first met Wiz Khalifa, he made a statement like, "Damn, so everybody's scared of the cool nigga?" You get me? Because he see my personality and I'm not the type of person that everybody point out for me to be. Well, one thing I'll say about that, yeah, but everything that happened with me, my back was just against the wall. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm that type of person, but I can be. You feel me? I can be that type of person. Yeah. I can.
Can I see you outside?
Straight out of Compton. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, straight out of Compton. Yeah.
Movie that made you like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know?
But then that just go right along with my image though. But I was, you know me. So it's a good thing. It was a good thing. Then I did BT Tales. I was the same nigga in that movie. Every movie for the next 10 years, that's who I'm gonna be. But it's a good thing though.
So what's that MXG on your face stand for?
Money Hall Group. That's how much I believe in. I put it on my face. Everybody
Speaking of that movie though, how did you nail that part for the movie? How did that come about?
Man, believe it or not, that movie and other movies, shout out to F. Gary Gray, that's the director. He got in contact with some street niggas that know me. And just told him like, damn, I see Menace in this part. So that's initially how I got the part, but I still had to go up there and do it. But he had told me once I was up there, like, okay, what would you do if you was in this, if you was in this position, like if this happened? And this shit that happened in the hood, you like all the time while we getting busted off. And I just did it, and they liked it, and they actually kept the one that I had did. That's the one that they kept. You feel me?
So what they was asking for came natural to you. It was nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say like it came natural. But I would say it's
you didn't have to go to acting school and go to acting teacher and all of that. It just came out, because the way you did it, I mean, street people could tell that was you. You know, it wasn't no go to the take 1, 2, 3, 4. The way you came out on that movie, man, everybody from the streets know that was real deal.
Hey, even Two-Tone, man, Two-Tone. You know Two-Tone from Bunny Hunters?
Two-Tone. No, I don't think I know that name. But I know a lot of cats from over there.
Two-Tone from Bunny Hunters. That's the nigga that I thought about while I was thinking about this character.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
So they asked me like, what you want to name him? OG Two-Tone. You get me?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, they give you a lot of creative space, but just for like that put me in a good situation with myself, a good position with myself, knowing that we could do that. You know what I'm saying?
So I gotta ask this question: being that you from Compton and you from the soil, right? How do you feel about the new TV show? What you feel about that?
I've been wanting to check it out. I ain't even got to check it out yet. I just saw like a preview on like Instagram or something like that. But I can't really speak on it because I don't know about it yet. I gotta check it out.
You know what I mean? They know it to a degree that where if you went too far with it or you faking with it, they gonna let you have it. So
hey, did you see it? What's that? The show.
What show? Oh yeah, I did see
it. What you think about it?
I felt that.
Question back at you?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I felt that. Man, if you're gonna do something coming from Compton, let it be original. Let it be from some of the people that's really from Compton. Don't go get actors and stuff like that, because when people tune into it, Compton is a city that has history.
And it's small too, man. We all know each other.
And so by having history, people gonna really tune in to see, is they really got a tattoo shop in Compton? And so to do everything fake and set it up, you know, like a lot of people ain't gonna respect that.
And a lot of them shots that they got going on, they not even in the city, you know. Ain't no place where you can sit down and eat like they, you know, on the show, man. So they got a lot of Venice Beach and palm tree streets and all that, you know. Yeah, so it's throwing some people off, you know. But hey,
we need our own reality show, man. Get Compton Menace his reality show, man. Like,
too much.
Money
And
And I'm gonna be his double,
don't leave
man.
none of us.
Menace, I'm gonna be your double, man. You know what I'm doing?
We're gonna have to put makeup on you, tattoos.
Man, I'm about to lose some weight and all that.
Let's do it.
Hey, man, but for real, I really didn't have no expectations as far as the interview or anything. But what I do know is that you're really good, and I think you're gonna do really well whatever you do, man. You're a humble youngster, and that's like a rarity. You're not looking to fly off, if you get sort of what I mean. You know what I mean? You gonna kind of understand it and see where it's going. Because I'm a person that a lot of times things that's meant to miss us will hit us if we react too fast. And sometimes things, if you just kind of look at it, observe it, boom, go right past you. You're like, okay, you know. So, and you remind me that you smooth and you laid back, man, and that's a good thing.
Been around that shit for a long time. You feel me? Like, it's different. It's different. Everybody's different, bro. Everybody got something to prove. Everybody faking about something. So that's why I just try and stay as much me as I can. You get me? Try and get the most out of it. Because the next person will be faking like a motherfucker and set you up for the weirdest shit ever. You get me? Because he's not even who you even say he is.
Man, speak that bump and shit, man.
That's how I be though.
Hey, but another question though, you know, you about the same age Nipsey was.
Yeah.
You know,
We both 85 babies.
yeah. So from what happened to Nipsey and the impact that he done left, you being the same age and y'all both kind of being in similar situations of making progress. You know, how did that inflict you, and you know how you feel about that?
I mean, there's been a dude in the street, period. You just gotta move carefully every moment. You feel me? You can't put your guard down. You can't slip at any moment, especially with the lifestyle that we came up in. You know? So, like, being a gang member is different. Like, you can say that you should have been there. You should have did this. You should have. But that ain't. You can't take nothing away from no moment that ever happened, because I feel like everything is meant in the first place.
Did you know Nip?
Yeah, Nipsey was one of my close brothers. Like his first project that he dropped, I was doing the dub show. I brought him out with 15, 20,000 people just to come do his shit. You feel me? Because he's my bro. And all through our career, bro, like, we could just pull up, chop it up for hours. You feel me? He was a smart person. And I tell people, he had a lot of information from his background. You get me? From his background, what was instilled in him. You know me? And I feel like,
You think that was culture?
yes, it's instilled in you. You get me? It's how I move today, or how I am. It's instilled in me. You feel me? Like, my father wasn't a big, successful business owner, but he owned companies and business and shit like that. So that's instilled in me to do that shit. If my parents didn't own nothing, then I probably would be in a different place, a different position. But at the end of the day, moving around these streets and in that hood shit, you just gotta move right, bro, because any moment could be anything. And I haven't stopped doing anything different because I feel like I move a cool way now.
But you know what? Even moving right, it can still be your time.
Yeah, it can.
Car accident, plane accident, heart attack.
Exactly.
Any of that.
Past a building, somebody threw a penny off the roof of that motherfucker, hit your head. Anything can happen.
Man.
Yeah.
That's bad luck to $100.
Anything can happen, but it's fucked up what happened to my brother. But we've been seeing this shit out here. We've been doing this shit. You feel me? We just gotta move better, bro. We gotta move better. Like, personally, I would tell the homie, like, hey, go meet the homie at the store. But, you know, my brother had a big heart. He wanted to do that himself. You feel me? So, shout out to Nip. Rest in peace.
on a positive note, where would you like to see your kid? What would you like to see your kids become, or what are you doing to put in front of them to hopefully that they grab and just take it in a whole nother direction versus the one that you had to just, because being in Compton, a lot of this stuff, man, you just have to take it on and just deal with it in a way that probably most people wouldn't even imagine, especially people that live out in suburbia. They can't imagine this Compton thing. They can just on the outside look at it, but to come live it is totally different. Speak to that for a minute.
Really, I just let them be kids right now. You feel me? I don't want them to focus on too much anything else besides being kids till they get a little bit older. But right now, even like it's I just let them be kids, bro. Like even when it comes to them playing sports and shit like that, I just let them be kids. I'm not out there saying do this, do that, do that. Cause I remember my parents my dad come to my game and now it's like I play football for him now. You get me? So that made me lose the love for the sport a little bit. You get me? To where I didn't want to do it. So I just let them really do them. I just know the influence that I have on, teaching them and the ethics of life that's gonna lead them in the right way. But I just let them be them for real, bro. I just let them be kids. I don't put too much trouble on, too much pressure on them to do nothing. I just kind of let them figure out what they're gonna be into, what they want to do.
With that said, how did your parents raise you?
Shit, just like that. I was I would say a street baby. I didn't listen to too much music. I left when the sun come up, and I had to be in the house when the sun went down. You get me? But all day I was probably in fucking Long Beach. Whatever I was doing, I was a street baby. That's how I was. But in that house, I knew I had respect. I wasn't a bad kid. I wasn't none of that.
Right.
But I was still doing me. I know how to make the right decisions. I'll be with niggas, they get in trouble. And I would just make the right decision and not get in trouble with that, So that's just how I always was. And that came from my parents, I would say.
Did you have two parents in the house or one?
Yeah, I had two parents in the house, but they separated. And my father, he was always a good man and made sure he took care of my mama no matter if they was in the same house or not.
So it's safe to say that your dad wasn't from Fruitown.
Nah, my dad was born in 1934. Pops was a hustler. He was born in 1934. But
so he was still making babies at an older age.
At 50, he was still making babies. But he raised me over there. You feel me? Everybody over there respected him. They knew who Mr. Taylor was.
Mr. Taylor.
Yeah, they knew.
So how long did he reside over there in Cressy? What years?
From when I was about 3 years old till I was about 21.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't know what year you guys moved in that house?
No, I don't know when we moved in there. I was probably 19. It was probably like 80, 88, 89, something like that when we moved. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
633 West Cressy Street.
Yeah, I stayed at 421 West Rosecrans.
See? Good thing, man. Good thing.
So did you ever know Cordy?
Cordy
Stayed on Cherry. Michael Manning
he
is his brother.
He lived by Virgil.
Yeah.
Across the street from Virgil.
Right.
Yeah. And Michael Manning lived down the street from Virgil.
Right. What about the Hunters?
Yeah, I know the Hunters.
Hamiltons?
Yeah.
Ratliffs.
Yeah. Give me somebody else. Give me a name.
Fat Rat.
Yeah. All right.
These are G's, you name it?
Yeah.
Yeah, older homies.
I was just wanted to see that he know his G's, because I think it shows a lot of character when a youngster know his homies. You know what I mean? That means he's paying attention to what he's involved in and where he come from. You know what I mean? So we're in the lab. We're here with Compton Menace. We're in the lab with Compton Menace, and we had a great interview. We talked about various things, and we talked about his rap career, his movie career, and even his kids and parents at home. And hopefully that you guys are paying attention to these videos, because we're growing, and this platform is not limited to just gang banging, and a lot of people want to try to hold us to that, but we're spreading, and we're trying to bring in a lot of different genres and people that is willing to come on the platform and just express themselves in a way that you never heard before, because we have been mischaracterized in this community so long, and I'm talking about not only this Compton, the east side, the west side. So now we're coming out, and we're coming out hard, man. So stay ready, man. Stay woke, stay ready, stay tuned. You YouTubers, the KM videos. And I am the professor. He's Kev Mac. Compton Menace. Marv Dog and Big T. Closed Session Studios.
Looking on that.
We out.